Welcome to Daily English Talks. Let me ask you something powerful in its simplicity. Can you actually start speaking English from day one? Even if your vocabulary is just 5 words, hello, yes, no, thank you, water? Is it possible? The answer is a loud and confident yes. You don't have to wait. You don't need perfect grammar or a dictionary full of words. You don't even need a classroom or a textbook. What you truly need is far more basic and far more powerful. You need a straightforward method. You need belief in yourself. And most importantly, you need to start exactly where you are right now. In this video, I'm going to show you how. I'll walk you through how to speak English from day one. Yes, even if you're shy. Even if you feel like you'll mess up. Even if you can only form a single sentence. That one sentence, it's your breakthrough. It's your first victory. English isn't just rules and vocabulary. It's about expressing yourself, building connections, and finding your confidence. So stick with me. Let's take this journey together. Speaking English can be simple, it can be fun, and it can start today. Chapter 1. Speak now, learn along the way. Here's a truth that might change how you learn English forever. You don't have to be an expert before you start talking. You don't need months of grammar drills or to memorize 1,000 words. You can begin speaking right now. Even if you only know a few words. Even if your sentences are full of errors. Even if they sound awkward. It doesn't matter. Speaking is the beginning, not the end. Most learners get stuck thinking they must get ready before they speak. They study endlessly, waiting for some magic moment. They say, I'll speak when I know more. But that moment never arrives. Why? Because they're afraid. Afraid of being wrong. Afraid of sounding silly. But the real mistake is waiting. Waiting steals your time. It drains your motivation. It kills your confidence. Speaking is learning. The moment you speak a word, you're building your skills. Each time you try a sentence, your brain gets sharper. You improve by doing, not by delaying. Let me give you an example. Maria came to me and said, I know 0 English. So I asked her, what words do you know? She said, hello, yes, number. That's all, just 3 words. And I said, perfect. That's enough to start. On her first day, we used just those words. I asked, coffee? She said, yes. I asked, tea? She said, no. I greeted her. Hello, Maria. She replied, hello. It was fun. It was simple. It was real. She laughed. She gained confidence. Every day she added a few more words. She started saying things like, I like music, or you funny man. Were her sentences perfect? Not at all. But she was communicating. A month later, she said, I go store-buy apple. Still not perfect, but I understood her. And she understood me. That's what counts. After a year, Maria was fluent. Not because she sat with grammar books all day, but because she spoke. Every single day. She used the words she knew. She played with the language. She made lots of mistakes and grew stronger from each one. She didn't wait. She didn't hide. She spoke. What can you say on day 1? Let's look at a few sample sentences. I like apple. You teacher good. I go home now. No like fish. English hard but fun. Are these perfect sentences? No. But can people understand them? Yes. And when someone understands you, that feeling, that's gold. That's motivation. You don't need flawless grammar. You need bravery. You don't need fancy words. You need real, useful words, now. Try this. Imagine meeting someone new. What might you say? Hello, I am John. I from Brazil. I like coffee. You nice. It's basic, but it's a beginning. That's real communication. That's how fluency begins. Not with perfection, but with practice. One last thought. Babies don't wait until they understand grammar. They listen. They mimic. They try. They speak. Wrong? Often? Funny? Definitely. But they keep talking, and they keep learning. You're not a baby, but you can still learn the way they do. By doing. So here's what I want from you. Speak. Every day. Even if it's just one sentence. Say it out loud. Say it with energy. Don't worry if it's right. Just speak. Talk to yourself. Talk to your pet. Talk to me in the comments. Because speaking first is the spark. It's the fire that starts your journey to fluency. You don't have to wait anymore. Start small. Start simple. Start now. This is your moment. Speak first. Learn as you go. That's how you truly grow in English. Chapter 2. Constructing sentences like Lego bricks. Putting English sentences together might seem tricky. But what if I told you it's more like snapping Lego pieces into place? Yes, Lego, those bright little blocks you click together. Start with one, then another. And before you know it, you've built a spaceship, a house, or a funny figure with a tiny red hat. That's how making sentences in English can work too. No need for giant grammar guides or memorizing long lists of rules. Just think in pieces, small sentence blocks, and get creative. Let's break it down. When you play with Lego, you don't dump out the whole box at once. You begin with one piece. Same goes for English. Take a simple sentence starter, like I want. That's your base block. Now add a word or two. I want coffee. I want a break. I want music. Boom, real sentences, real fast. Now just swap in different words. I want chocolate. I want a new phone. I want to sleep. You're not cramming. You're creating. Here's another base block. I have. It's super useful. I have a bike. I have time. I have a friend. You're building a picture of your world in English. Piece by piece, like stacking Lego bricks into a tower. Let's try more. Here are 5 building blocks that unlock loads of sentences. I want. I have. I need. I like. I go. Now grab a few words from everyday life. Pizza, home, school, music, help, work, sleep, book, mix and match. I like music. I go home. I need sleep. I have a book. I want pizza. You've just made 25 different sentences, using only 5 sentence starters and 5 words. That's the power of building, not memorizing. Now imagine you learn just 20 new words. With those same 5 patterns, you can create hundreds of sentences. That's the beauty of Lego English. You don't need a massive vocabulary, just the right pieces, and a builder's mindset. Many learners focus on memorizing full sentences. But when it's time to talk, their mind goes blank. Why? Because they've practiced copying, not creating. But if you understand how to piece together the patterns, you can say anything, like Lego. You can invent, explore, and communicate freely. Let me tell you about a real person, a taxi driver in Thailand. He never went to English school, didn't read grammar books, but he could chat with tourists easily. How? He said, I just learned sentence style. He used patterns like, you want go? I take you airport. You like Thailand? His English wasn't perfect, but everyone understood him. He joked. He helped. He connected, all by using sentence blocks. One day he learned the word rain. So he said, rain coming now? Then, you want umbrella? Not textbook English, but totally clear. That's real communication. Built from blocks, built from play. Let's build more together. Start with I go. I go to school. I go shopping. I go now. I go fast. Now use I need water. I need English. I need food. I need time. You're not just saying someone else's words. You're making your own. And the best part? You can do this every day. With your own words, your own life. Speak them out loud. Whisper them in your head. Mix them up like Lego bricks. The more you play, the faster you grow. And remember, it's not about getting it perfect. It's about practicing, about enjoying, about building your English one block at a time. So why wait? Start today. Pick 5 blocks. Choose 10 simple words from your life. Then play, build, speak, and smile, because this is how English comes alive. Chapter 3. Let life teach you English. Forget the idea that you need a traditional classroom to learn English. No desks, no whiteboards, no teacher at the front. Your daily routine, your regular everyday surroundings, are the best school you'll ever have. The trick? Make English a natural part of your life. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whether it's cooking, taking a stroll, shopping, cleaning up, or even just relaxing, let English tag along. This isn't just helpful, it's transformational. Let's begin with something incredibly simple. Talk to yourself. It might seem odd at first, but it's one of the most effective tools. You don't need a partner to practice speaking. You're already with yourself all the time. You think, you observe, you move. So describe it all in English. Say things like, I'm boiling water. That's my phone. This apple is red. Short sentences, yes, but they carry big impact. You're not just speaking, you're training your brain. You're growing more confident. Picture this. You're doing the dishes. Rather than letting your mind wander, speak your actions aloud, or quietly in your head. I'm rinsing this cup. This is a fork. My hand is wet. Every moment becomes a chance to learn. You're not scheduling English time, you're living it. Instead of memorizing disconnected words, you're anchoring language to your experiences. Out for a walk? Say, I see flowers. That bike is fast. I'm almost home. It's simple, but it's real. And real language sticks. When your mind connects words to your senses and emotions, learning happens faster, just like how babies pick up their first words. Now here's a game changer, the mirror technique. Spend just 2 minutes a day in front of a mirror. Look at yourself and speak English out loud. Talk about your day, your mood, your plans. I'm sleepy. I feel excited. I need to call my friend. The words don't need to be perfect. The point is to speak. Seeing yourself talk helps reduce nervousness. It builds comfort and confidence. If you ever feel shy about speaking in front of people, this habit will slowly melt that fear away. Just 2 minutes daily can work wonders. Another awesome technique. Repeat what you hear. Watch a cartoon, pause it, and mimic a line exactly as you heard it. Hear a catchy lyric? Say it out loud. Copy the tone, the pronunciation, the rhythm. This is called shadowing. It's okay if you don't catch every word. The goal is to imitate the sounds and patterns. Think of a child repeating after their parent. They don't fully understand yet, but they're learning. Here's a true story to inspire you. In Brazil, a hotel cleaner had a dream to learn English, but no money for classes. So she started small. After work, she'd watch short cartoons in English, just 10 minutes. She'd choose one line like, "This is my hat." She'd repeat it again and again. Next night, a new sentence. "I don't like this." She wrote them down in a notebook, only a few words each time. But she copied the voices, the feelings, the sounds. After 6 months, she could build her own sentences. After a year, she was chatting with hotel guests fluently. She got promoted. Her secret? "Cartoons taught me English," she said. "I just copied them every day." This isn't a fairy tale. It's what happens when you bring language into your life. So here's what to remember. Your life is your school. Your surroundings are your curriculum. Your hands, your meals, your commute, your routines. All of it can teach you English. No need to wait for a classroom. Just start. Speak during your daily tasks. Repeat what you hear. Use the mirror when you feel nervous. These tiny actions, done consistently, lead to real change. You don't need more time. You need to use your time better. Turn your everyday moments into language moments. Be your own instructor. Be your own reflection. Be your own classroom. Because learning English isn't about a place, it's about a perspective. And when your life becomes your learning space, fluency naturally follows. One bright little block at a time. Chapter 4. Speak up, even when you're nervous. Speaking English with real people can feel intimidating. Your pulse quickens. You start thinking, what if I mess up? Or what if they can't follow me? This fear is common, and many learners end up waiting. They hold off until they feel ready. But here's the truth. You don't become ready and then speak. You become ready by speaking. Even if your English is full of mistakes, even if you only know a handful of phrases, even if you're nervous, feeling scared is completely normal. But don't let it keep you silent. This chapter isn't about flawless speech. It's about bravery. It's about daring to speak imperfectly and learning quickly. Let's start with something encouraging. Most people are understanding. If you make the effort to speak their language, even a little, they usually respond with kindness. They'll smile, they'll speak slower, they'll help. So don't chase perfect English. Aim for genuine English. Friendly, honest, human English. You don't need to hold a full conversation right away. Begin with a few words, then build one sentence, then another. Start with greetings. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. These simple lines can open doors. Next, try easy questions. Here are 5 that work great. 1, where are you from? 2, do you like this? 3, what's your name? 4, how old are you? 5, do you speak English? With just these, you can start meaningful exchanges. You don't need advanced grammar. You don't need fancy words. You just need the courage to try. Now, let's practice answering. Keep it brief and clear. Where are you from? I'm from Brazil. Do you like this? Yes, I do. Or, no, not really. What's your name? I'm John. How old are you? I'm 25. Do you speak English? A little, or I'm learning. Even short answers work. Don't aim for perfect sentences, just aim to connect. Here's a fun method to help. Play simple yes or no games. These keep conversations easy and flowing. You, do you like tea? Them, yes. You, me too. Or oh, I don't. You, do you have a pet? Them, no. You, oh, I have a dog. It's basic, but it's real communication. And using English this way helps your skills grow. Here are 5 phrases to keep a chat going, even if you're unsure what to say next. 1, really? 3, that's nice. 4, me too. 5, interesting. 6, wow. These short reactions help conversations flow smoothly. You don't always need long replies. Sometimes a simple, that's cool, is more than enough. Let me tell you a story that shows how powerful this can be. There was a quiet learner named Amir. He lived in a small village and was terrified of speaking English. Just the thought made his stomach turn. One day, he downloaded a language exchange app. There, he met a kind girl from Canada. She was patient. She didn't laugh at mistakes. She encouraged him. At first, Amir could barely say anything. Just, hi and I'm fine. But he kept trying. They spoke 5 minutes a day. Sometimes they used video. Sometimes text. She gently corrected his sentences. She taught him new words. He repeated her phrases. In just 30 days, Amir had added 200 new words to his vocabulary. More importantly, he felt different. He said, now I see English isn't a wall, it's a door. That's what speaking to others can do. One kind person, one small daily conversation, that's all it takes to change everything. Not sure where to find people to practice with? You have options. Try language exchange apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. Join English groups on Facebook. Comment on English YouTube videos and reply to others. Ask a friend or family member who speaks English to help. Or if you're too shy, begin with chatbots or self-talk. Then gradually move to real conversations. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to try. To speak a little every day. Being scared is okay. Speak anyway. Each time you do, you grow. You move closer to the English speaker you want to be. Talking to others isn't the final step. It's the step where everything begins to click. Where English becomes part of your voice, not just your mind. So speak, even if it's just a word. Even if you get it wrong. Because real English isn't about being flawless. It's about having the courage to try. Chapter 5. Mistakes are your greatest strength. Imagine if I told you that the errors you fear most are actually your greatest allies. That every blunder you make while learning English is not a failure, but a powerful step forward. This chapter is here to change the way you see mistakes. Forever. Here's the simple truth. If you're not slipping up, you're not stretching your limits. Each mistake you make is your brain whispering, I'm learning something new. And that's something to celebrate. Let's begin with a simple yet powerful example. Babies. When a baby learns to talk, they make endless mistakes. They say things like, me want, you go, no eat, sentences that don't make sense. But we don't scold them. We don't mock them. We cheer them on. We clap, smile, and say, well done. Why? Because we know they're learning. You're on the same journey. When you mess up a sentence in English, it doesn't mean you're bad at it. It means you're in the middle of the learning process, just like that baby. Now, here's something truly inspiring. The most successful language learners, the ones who speak 5, 6, even 10 languages, have made countless mistakes. Steve Kaufman, a well-known polyglot, says he still gets things wrong all the time. But he doesn't let that stop him. He treats each mistake like a lesson. Benny Lewis, another famous language learner, once said, I make more mistakes in a single day than most learners do in a month. That's why I learn faster. What's the pattern here? The best learners fail more often, not less. So how do you turn mistakes into progress? Start by noticing them. Don't ignore your mistakes. Don't beat yourself up over them. Smile and think. Thank you, mistake. You're helping me grow. Here's a powerful tool you can use. Keep a mistake log. Every time you mess something up, write it down. Then write the correct version next to it. For example, I am go to home. I am going home. Review your notes once a week. You'll start spotting patterns in your errors, and that's when real improvement begins. Which brings us to a method I call the 3-strike fix. When you catch yourself making the same mistake 3 times, it usually sticks. Why? Because the first time, your brain barely notices. The second time, it starts to recognize the pattern. The third time, it locks it in. This is how you correct yourself naturally, without stress. Want to go further? Use your phone as a speaking tool. Record yourself talking in English once a day, even if it's just for a minute. Play it back. Do you hear small errors? Perfect. That's your learning material. Fix it. Say it again. That's real growth. Or try using apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. When native speakers correct you, save those corrections. Practice them. You're training your ears, your mind, and your speech all together. Now let's pause for something big. The real challenge isn't mistakes, it's fear. Fear of getting it wrong. Fear of being judged. But here's the truth. No one tells you. You can't become fluent without sounding awkward first. It's impossible. If you never feel uncomfortable, you're not stretching yourself. And growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It lives out there, in the messy, risky space where you mess up, laugh, and try again. Let me tell you about Maria, one of my students. She spent 3 years listening to English, never speaking a word. Her grammar was great, but she was too scared to open her mouth. Then one day, she spoke to a tourist. She said, "You want go here?" And guess what? The tourist smiled and replied, "Yes, thank you." That tiny moment shifted everything. Nobody laughed, nobody judged. She was understood. After that, she started making 5 mistakes every single day on purpose. She called it her mistake workout. 6 months later, she was speaking with confidence, all because she gave herself permission to fail. Here's a phrase I want you to tattoo on your mind. Mistakes mean I'm doing something brave. Every error is proof that you're showing up, trying hard, and growing in this new language. So from today, don't hide from your mistakes. Chase them. Smile when you make one. Celebrate it. Treat every wrong sentence like a gold coin in your fluency treasure chest. Say something in English today, even if it's wrong. Talk to someone, even if your voice shakes. Record yourself, even if it feels strange. Because this is the real path. The not-so-secret secret. Mistakes are your superpower. English fluency doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence, from falling, and getting up again, stronger every time. So don't wait. Don't hide. Go make some beautiful mistakes. Chapter 6. Make English part of your life, not just another subject. What if I told you that the real key to speaking fluent English has nothing to do with being naturally gifted? It's not about memorizing grammar rules or collecting new words like trophies. The real secret? Habit? Yes, habit. The same kind that makes you brush your teeth every morning, sip your coffee the same way, or check your phone without thinking. That automatic rhythm of daily life, that's what you need to bring into your English learning. English shouldn't be treated like a class you attend once a week. It should become something you live with. Something that's woven into your routine, your actions, even your thoughts. In this final chapter, I want to show you just how simple it is to turn English into a daily habit. You don't need to set aside hours. You don't need a detailed plan. You just need 5 minutes a day. That's all. I call this the 5-minute flow. Speak it, listen to it, think in it. Just for 5 minutes each day. That small daily action will take you further than someone who studies intensely for 2 hours once a week, then doesn't touch the language for days. Why? Because your brain thrives on consistency. It remembers things that come in steady, repeated doses. A little bit of English each day keeps it fresh, keeps it growing, like watering a tiny plant each morning. So how can you build this habit? Let's break it down. Start with something super simple. As soon as you wake up, say a sentence in English. Just one. It's a beautiful day. I didn't sleep well. I need coffee. That's your first moment with English. As you brush your teeth or grab breakfast, listen to something. Maybe a quick podcast, a short video, or even a few sentences from a language app. Don't worry about catching every word. Let the sound fill your ears and settle in. While walking or commuting, use your thoughts as an English practice space. Silently name things around you. That's a green tree. A woman is riding a bicycle. The sky is cloudy. These quiet moments teach your brain to think in English, without pressure. At lunchtime, describe your food. This is spicy. I love rice. The chicken is delicious. It may seem like nothing, but it's everything. Then there's one of my favorite tricks, the mirror talk. Look at yourself and speak. For 2 minutes, say anything. I'm feeling tired today. I'm excited about the weekend. I like this shirt. When you attach English to your emotions and expressions, it becomes part of who you are. And here's a powerful shift. Stop saying I study English. That makes it sound like a chore, a textbook task. Instead say, I live with English. Because you're not just learning, you're living the language. Doing the dishes? Listen to English. Lying in bed at night? Repeat some thoughts in English. I went shopping today. I saw a funny dog. Tomorrow I'll rest. These tiny moments are your superpower. They're what bring fluency, not magic, not luck, just regular human habit. Let me share a true story. One of my students, Ahmed, worked long days as a delivery driver, 12 hours. No time for grammar books or classes. But during every break, he listened to short English clips. He repeated phrases in his head like a quiet mantra. It became part of his day, just like breathing or eating. And in a year, his English wasn't just better. It felt natural, fluent, effortless. Why? Because he made English part of his world? Not something separate, but something that moved with him. You can do this too. You don't need ideal conditions. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to show up every day, even for a few minutes. That's not study time, it's lifetime. When you watch a show, pick English. When you plan your day, think in English. When you talk to yourself, use English. That's how it becomes a part of your brain, your thoughts, your voice. Let me leave you with one truth. English isn't a subject. It's a part of you now. A second skin. A new voice. A quiet power that grows with every word you say. And every moment you spend with it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Open your mouth. Open your ears. Open your heart just a little. Every day. That's where the magic is. That's how habits change lives. So don't say, I'll study later. Say, English is with me now. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you're tired. Say it when you're not sure you can. Because these small steps, they lead to big change. You're not just learning English. You're becoming bilingual. And that is something truly powerful, truly beautiful, and 100% real. You've got this. Keep going. If this message inspired you and helped you believe in starting your English journey today, not tomorrow, then show your support by liking this video. It lets me know you want more lessons like this one. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a step on your English path. And leave a comment below, even a single sentence in English. It's a small but mighty way to practice. And yes, I read every single one. Now go speak English. Not later. Not someday. Today. Right now.